Anyway, so I think we're good to go here. So yeah, what was I was saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna show this stuff, and then I was pointing to stuff that you can't see. Anyway, so basically, I set these settings to legend, short, and we don't have to pit. So this is all going to be about racing. We're not going to worry about pit strategy and all that crap. We do that in our LP anyway. This is about just racing the races and trying to win all 4 championships simultaneously. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, let's go to the race shop. I'll show off the teams. So first off, in the Whelen Modified series, all of our vehicles have the number 28, by the way. I couldn't get 38 on all of them, so I just went for 28 because it's a historical number in racing that's pretty cool, and I could get it on all of the cars. Anyway, so in the Whelen Modifieds, we have the Mr. Clean number 28, and we are part of Kruger Racing. Where do I see my team? I guess I can't see it. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, I don't know who my teammates are now, but it's Kruger Racing. It was like this. It was like one of the best teams in Whelen Modified. Craftsman, team management. We got Arnold Motorsports. Our teammates are Shigeaki Hattori and Chad Chaffin. We got All Pro on both the truck and the National Series, or the Nationwide Series car. And we, of course, got Joe Gibbs Racing, because we also got Joe Gibbs Racing for the Cup car, because I wanted to be teammates with Tony Stewart, or as Taco would say, Stewie Toner. Anyway. Should do an F1 stream sometime. The only F1 game I have is super old. Well, super old. It's like 2012, and I was terrible at it, but maybe. We'll see. Yep, and there's the new site. So I was going to talk about this, but I kind of got distracted. If you didn't see the update video on the channel talking about the new website, be sure to check it out. The main page of the website has both of the streams, the YouTube and Twitch streams, embedded with their chats. And if you would like to take part in both chats, because sometimes people do, or if you would like to talk in Twitch while watching YouTube, it's really easy to do that because you can just pause one of the 2 streams, watch the other one, and utilize one or both of the chats. So, anyway. I didn't get sued for copyright yet. Welcome to the STREAMADAYs. Unsuccessful. What do you mean by that? What's unsuccessful? Anyway, so you might be wondering why the Cup car has no sponsorship. And the simple explanation is I didn't like the sponsorship choice they gave me. They gave me one choice, and it was for Food Line, and I don't want Food Line on my car for the rest of the year. So I'm going to wait until after the first race and try to, or hopefully they'll offer me a better sponsor. In the meantime, we'll go sponsorless with this cool Stars and Stripes paint job, which, let's see, no, it's Team Design. I can show you in the spinny version. I think that looks pretty cool. But Merca, for now, is going to be our sponsor. But yeah, so that's the explanation for our little stream series that we're going to be doing. Like I say, 2 or 3 times a month, I'll try to do this in addition to our regular LP. Getting your IG account back. Oh, I didn't know you had lost it. Kingdom Hearts X cards. This isn't even a Kingdom Hearts song yet. Yeah. What? Wow, that's the best story ever, Taco. Nicely done. But yeah. Yep, the entire country of America. Alright, so let's go ahead, jump into our first race. I feel like we've explained enough things. Be sure to let me know once I get into the race if the audio's balanced good, because I know the car engine sounds can be pretty loud in this game, but I think it should be balanced okay. But I can always change it if need be. So our first race, Richmond, in the Wheel of Modifieds. Here we go. But yeah. He's making sure he beats you to the punch. So yeah, we're gonna find out here real quick once we get onto the track if I cropped that properly. We shall find out. Let's qualify our Mr. Clean number 28. Yep, looks like I cropped it right. It's too bad I didn't do that ahead of time. But it's okay. No, you don't have to race with Newman. That's in, under 2005, right? In 06, you don't have to do that. You just, you get a call and you're told how to accept your first contract, which I didn't do, of course. I did my own thing. But remember now, this is Legend difficulty. So even though we have really nice equipment to start, we're also on the highest level of difficulty in the game. And yet, I still got the pole right off the bat, but this is just a modified series, of course. Actually, we can one and done that. We don't need to run any more laps than that. So let me know how the engine sound was, if it was overpowering or anything like that. But, can you give me 3 names? Give you 3 names. Okay. Well, Colin Rad, Mikey McBlam, and Taco Cheetah. You could barely hear the engine. Okay. I could probably... Okay, I can fix that. But I'll have to wait till I actually get into the race here. And then I can hit pause. And I think I can do the audio settings from here, right? Yeah. Audio. That sound good in comparison to my voice? Let me know. It's too loud, okay. Ace says it sounds good. I'll split the difference and do 1 notch down and we'll go for that race like that, okay? Eric Phillips, welcome to the stream. It's been a long time. Yeah, a long time no see. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get back into the race, and then you guys can kind of just judge by the race itself how it sounds. Alright, so it's probably highly expected that I will win this first modified race. Even on legendary difficulty, this series was made to not be impossible because you're supposed to be winning races at the beginning to earn your way up the ladder as quickly as possible. So don't be too surprised if we win out here pretty easily. However, However, once we start going up into the other series, that's going to be a different story. Plus, even with awesome equipment, things are going to be a little bit more challenging just in general. But everybody will be faster and all that, so it'll be cool. But for now, we are probably going to run away with that. That's why I went with shorter races, too, because this way, these early races, like in the modifieds and stuff, are going to go by pretty quickly, and we won't have to be bogged down by it too much. Now, be warned that I probably won't be able to look at chat as much during the race itself, because I have a feeling looking away too much is going to cause me to get crashed. I can glance over at the camera, but like focusing on the words going by in chat are going to be a little bit harder. So do me a favor and don't go insane. Like, you know, don't go crazy, because I won't be able to keep an eye on you guys. This isn't the time for mutiny, okay? Actually, technically it would be the perfect time for mutiny, but I don't want you to do that, so please don't. Oh god. So yeah, we are... I keep turning my stupid mirror off. That's the only thing I hate about the control setup in this game, is that pushing left stick in turns the mirror off. But when you're turning, especially if your car is tight and you're really having to push down hard to get it to turn, it's so easy to turn the mirror off. It's the only thing that I really dislike about controls themselves. Oh, God. Alright. I saw that, Ace. No rules. I glanced over enough to see that. No rules, huh? Frick you. This is why you're not a mod. Although I don't know if I'm any safer with Taco as a mod. Mikey, I think I can trust to control you guys, but Taco will probably go mad with power. Maybe not. Maybe he'll surprise me. Maybe he'll be level-headed and mature. By the way, do you guys like the paint jobs that I did for the cars? I spent a good while today, while my freaking neighbors seemed like every single one of them mowed. I spent a good time on each one, a good amount of time on each one, trying to make sure that they looked pretty cool. And I was pretty happy with how they came out. What I did was basically picked out the sponsor and then planned the colors accordingly. It's like with this, Mr. Clean has a lighter blue, but then if you see the logo on the hood, it's that, forget what it is. It's that auto clean thing that Mr. Clean was hyping, and that lettering was in green, so that's why I added green to the blue, which I think came out pretty cool. And the other ones, the all pro ones, were all black, yellow, and white, which I think were pretty nice. Yeah, it was auto dry, that's what it was, auto dry, but it has green lettering, so that's why I went with that. Let's see. I should actually scroll up chat so I can see what I missed. Okay. Yeah, that's the modified series, Eric. We'll be going through all the series. Separate, starting over basically, except with all of the cars that I need. If you missed the beginning, that's where I explained all that. And John T, welcome. I didn't see you get here. Welcome. And yeah, we're going to be doing some NASCAR streams. Like I said, 2 or 3 a month, I think. Whenever I can get some extra time to slot in. Like Cooking Mama. There you go. Wow, Mikey, you trust Colin Red? That's dangerous. But yeah, there's a simulator for literally everything, I feel, at this point. Farming, managing a football team, building a railroad. Actually, interesting thing, I've never owned any of the railroad simulator games, but recently I got one of the Humble Bundles, and then they added games to it after the fact. One of the ones they added was Railroad Simulator 3 or something. Curious if you guys would be interested in seeing a stream of me actually playing that for the first time ever, because I've never played any of the Railroad Simulator games. But anyway, I don't know why I'm just sitting on this screen. We dominated the race, it's time to move on. Alright. Gained some prestige points. This guy came up to shake our hands, one of our teammates, I guess. I should get Rocket League. I hope you're kidding. I hope you're kidding. I don't know if it's Railroad Tycoon or... I can't really remember which one it was. It was just whatever was added to the Humble Bundle. Can you make your own team in this game? Yeah, 6 calls. Let's see what's going on. Great driving. All of these people love me. honestly doesn't matter because I'm already my own team. Frick all of these people. I ain't gonna freaking be part of your team. Shut up. Wait. There's a contact thing. What is this? Challenge from Rhett Simmons. You can finish 5th or better. Will do. Oh. Well, I might still play it, Ace. Yes, in this game, you make your own team that's a part of one of the other teams. If you get hired, then you drive whatever car they give you. But if you own one of the teams, then you make your own car within that team. Yes, I do. I do put a bit of time into them. More so today, I feel, than any other time before, because I was just taking my time with them to pass time today. Just to show them off one more time. So here's the truck, and as you can see, I matched it with the logo for All Pro, and the same with the Nationwide car, but they are a little different from each other, which is cool. And then, like I say, the Cup cars, the Stars and Stripes. So I think it came out pretty nice. Let's see. Yeah, that is a nice touch, John T. I'm excited to see what all you can do within the game for sure. Ocarina of Time 64 3D. Yeah, you don't need 64. But fair enough, because Star Fox had that for sure. Oh, can you make your own team from scratch? No, you cannot do that, unfortunately. You can, if you want to just do season mode, you can make your own team from scratch in season mode, but not in career mode. Alright, Colin Rad, have a good one. See you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Anyway, moving on. This first stream, I'm at the beginning of it, I'm just explaining so many things. Yeah. How dare you? Anyway, we have qualifying for the Daytona 500, so let's get on to that. That'll go by pretty quickly, though, because it's just a 2-lap qualifying thing. But it's going to be exciting because we'll get to see how our car stacks up on Legend difficulty against everybody else. Taco, don't be mean. He likes to say bye to everybody. Don't be a mean guy. Alright, let's go ahead, jump in here. I can actually do some fun things with the setups. I didn't even think about that. Since I decided to disable having to pit, that means that the tires will never wear out. So I could actually do some stuff with the tire pressures that would be usually bad for long runs. In this case, it'll just all be good for me, so I should do that, I guess. I don't like how the number looks on the qualifying bubble down there. It looks good on the side of the car, but then when it gets shrunk down like that, or even the little green one on the back looks kind of smushed. But whatever, it's fine. Well, I mean, he says bye Mikey, and you don't know if he's saying goodbye to Mikey McBlam or Link70222, who of course is Mikey as well. He's kind of covering both, maybe, or he has a favorite Mikey and he's just not letting on. I'm not really sure. Alright, so here's our first lap. Let's see where we're going to stack up. Bearing in mind, we did buy our way into Joe Gibbs Racing, so we can expect to probably have some top quality cars. I still think we're going to be in for a challenge on Legend difficulty, but so far we are maintaining the pole. I could be wrong. This could just be a walk in the park for us. I did do a little bit of practice. I ran a couple of quick races, not in this career mode, but in the regular mode. And so I did get a little practice, and I felt like I could compete with the Legends difficulty cars. Yeah, we just took the pole, so I guess we'll one and done that. There's no point in going another lap. We got it by 0.2 of a second. Geez, that's actually pretty surprising. But of course, part of this is, if we're out in front, I'm going to be switching back to my teammates to pull them up with me. So that's going to be part of the fun too. But obviously, the important thing is ourselves. Papa John's speaking back to me tonight. I'm not going to actually mess. I was talking about changing the settings, but I don't want to mess with the tire pressure and change my speed or anything for this place. Daytona really isn't going to matter, but at other tracks where we need grip, it is going to be pretty cool to be able to lower that tire pressure more than we normally would. But yeah, the main reason I picked Joe Gibbs Racing is because back when all this stuff was happening, I was, of course, I've always been a huge fan of Tony Stewart, but I was also a big fan of the rest of Joe Gibbs Racing with Bobby Labonte and all of them. And of course, we have the sadly late Jason Leffler, rest in peace. He's going to be on our team, and that's going to be pretty cool to be able to help him. So maybe we can help him win a race. That would be really cool. But anyway, let's move on to whatever lies ahead. That's the thing, though. You know what is hilarious, Taco? What you just said to Ace. I'm just joking around. Don't get offended over everything I say. Please keep those thoughts in mind the next time I speak to you. Because you're always taking what I say too seriously. Anyway. Alright, we have ourselves a truck qualifying to take care of, but we'll have to skip nationwide qualifying, which means we'll be starting last in that race, which is kind of terrifying, because we're not going to want to miss this modified race, so that's a thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this truck qualifying out of the way. Yeah, it definitely does make a difference for sure. And yeah, that was one of the main reasons I picked 28 was because of Davey Allison. And I remember for a long time that Ricky Rudd had that number too, and I was always a fan of him as well. Yep, Bobby Labonte does indeed, in both Nationwide and Cup, in fact. You're turning into Ace. See? It was bound to happen eventually. Alright, let's qualify. Got our all-pro truck. But yeah, if for some reason we find that we're a little too good as this little stream series progresses, like there's just no challenge at all, which I highly doubt, to be honest. Like I say, once we're up in the ranks and we're at tracks that I'm not particularly good at, we're gonna struggle. But if for some reason we find ourselves winning a little too easily, maybe I'll just start skipping all of the qualifying and starting in the back. That would be interesting. That would probably be a little too interesting, to be fair, but anyway. Daytona is the great equalizer, so I guess we can expect things to be a little different in the race. This truck feels slow, to be honest. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I'm wrong. So far it's stayed on the pole. It just feels a little sluggish for some reason. I guess compared to qualifying the Cup car, it would though, wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. Now it's time. It's time! Although, Mikey said it like a million years ago to make sure to get it in, but... Even dead is a new man. Oh, I love this song. Oh, I just won the poll. There's no sense in doing a second lap. Let's just go ahead on in. uh, yeah. Yeah, the new rules package was, yeah, it's definitely a thing, that's for sure. Taka's gonna just say it again. Uh, um, yeah, I think he did. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, John T. It's pretty tough seeing the regulars not get to win races because Kyle wins them all, and then when Kyle doesn't win, one of the other Cup guys that manages to get in there does. So it's like, but I mean, there's no denying that he is an incredible driver and he's doing amazing things this year. It's just I wish he wasn't doing them at the expense of some of these guys that really could use the attention, the money, the points. But you know, it is what it is. Kingdom Hearts X Cars. Ah, so technically you did say something different, Taco. So by the way, since a few more people have showed up since then, one of the mods, if you could do exclamation point site, and for anybody that hasn't seen it, go check out the new johnplays.com because it's pretty sweet, I dare say. All right, so we're going to be skipping qualifying for nationwide and going to the second modified race of the year, Badger State 150. But yeah, it is pretty cool because you guys can um, utilize both chats if you so choose, or you can utilize Twitch chat while watching YouTube because YouTube has quality options, things like that. It's pretty neat. All right, so we are going to qualify here. Get things started. Lots of qualifying at the beginning of this right now. There's so many qualifyings in a row, but we will see how this goes. I freaking love Milwaukee. This track, I'm sad that it's not really a part of things anymore, but I love this track. In all the games that it's in, it was always my favorite one, right along with like Richmond. It is just so fun. Um, I remember, I don't think it was this game, it was one of the others, but I challenged myself to only pass on the high side. And that was a fun that was a fun race. I put it on like half length, started at the back, and made sure to only pass people on the outside. And this track, as wide as it is for a short track, it actually made it very possible for me to do that. And that was a ton of fun. But that was before I recorded and stuff. Oh, I just narrowly got the pole there. We can go ahead and bring it in though. It's too bad I wasn't able to record something like that. Maybe I'll do something like that someday as a one-off, but it was a fun time for sure. But yeah. Yeah, they just don't really go there anymore, do they? So I guess do the trucks still go there? I think the trucks still go there, right? But I don't think any of the other series do. Uh, Invincible. uh, anyway, Women Teen Justin Furl. uh, anyway, are you bashing my website, Taco? Saying that there's not much point for it? Come on, man. There's gonna be other things. I'm just getting started on it. I've put in a lot of work the last few days, but I'm just getting started. Oh, thank you, Mr. McPlam. Thank you for doing that. Alright, let's start this race. If I can finish 5th or better, sure, we can do that. Ooh. This guy's actually hanging with me here. Look at him go! What are you doing, dude? It's my teammate. He just jumped out in front of me. What a guy. And then he didn't actually go take the lead because this guy's going to get past us here. No, he's not. Come on. I'm going to push my teammate up there because if I can't lead the first lap, then he better. What is happening? What are you doing to me, dude? Why did you do this to me? I'm no longer winning. What is happening? All because my teammate got an amazing start and messed me up. Oh, I clipped that inside wall. Ooh, okay. Well, we didn't jump out to an early lead, so we're going to have to fight for it here. Oh. I wonder if I can get a high side pass. That'd be cool. Look at this block. What a jerk. Get out of here with your blocks. Nobody likes you. Go play Minecraft with your blocks. Haha. Get it? Because block. Yeah, never mind. Alright. Down there too deep. Even though the car did stick. And swing to the outside. Can I get out there? Can we make this outside pass? No, I don't. Not that way anyway. I didn't have a good enough run, I guess. I have to get closer and just try to like drag racing down this back stretch here. Oh gosh, we hooked up there. That's not good. Okay. Well, that happened. This is not off to the best start in the world. I gotta remember it's shorter races too, so gotta be careful here. Work on that trash talk. Yeah. I like how you say that, Taco. He plays Minecraft most nights. I've played Minecraft 7 out of 45 stream-a-day nights. That's not most. That left 38 other nights of gaming. Most. I've done a few in a row, like close together, because I'm currently obsessed with Crackback, but it's not most nights when it's 7 out of 45. Such a troll to me for some reason. Most nights since you started to play it. Well, sure, clarify it. Don't just blame, or just, yeah, whatever. Don't just accuse me of only playing Minecraft. Oh, he was right on top of me. Caused me to push up a bit. Let's see if we can pass him back on the outside. That would be cool. Oh! Jerk. Okay. We're back in the lead. That's all that matters. Ow. Okay, I'm doing badly now. Stop doing badly, John. I feel like the car is tighter than it should be. Just a bit. So many reasons. Yeah. Yeah. But to be fair, it ended up being a mess shortly thereafter. So. Yeah. I did play Starbound one night, which I suppose you could say is similar to Terraria, which is similar to Minecraft, so I'm gonna use that one against me. I like the new Starbound changes, but I feel like it would be more fun if I had somebody to play with. So I'm trying to talk Justin into maybe checking that out one of these times. Especially since they integrated Steam Friends into it, so that you don't have to have a server and all that crap. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're starting to pull away a little bit here, which is good because the race is almost over. But, yeah, I told him that there's this whole like story thing at the beginning that he would have to play through before we could like join up for a multiplayer thing. So he probably was playing that ahead of time to prepare for the next time he would be free to join me on something, which I don't think is going to be tonight. He didn't say anything about doing stuff tonight, so I'm going to assume we're just going to have some solo stuff tonight. And we just won. Let's do a burnout. We haven't done one of these. Yeah, because I skipped the first one accidentally. Burn it down. All right, come on. Give me the real billowy smoke. There we go. Yeah. Nice. All right. So that didn't go perfectly, but we ended up winning, and that's all that really matters. How many laps did we lead? 6. Papa John's, please. Anyway, we got it done. That's what matters. Yeah, I don't think I can do the Minecraft bounce. Did I fix the Windows 10 stuff? I think so. I think everything is fine. And to be honest, so far I'm actually pretty happy that I made the plunge and got it over with, because everything is actually working a little bit better. I passed the team thing, that's good. What else do we have here? Whoops. Shigeaki Hattori. You and teammate Shigeaki Hattori can beat Ron Hornaday. Okay, we'll try to do that. Anyway, yeah, everything's been running better. I haven't had a Windows Arrow crash because that's not really a problem in Windows 10, which is cool. And I had a few other things I had to update, but so far everything's been working really smoothly. So. You discovered me through that channel, which unfortunately doesn't really exist anymore. At least it's not being used. One thing to note is that NASCAR 2005 could come back here in the future, in a slightly different way, but because I'm gonna have to actually restart. But yeah, so that could happen someday. I think the next one I would want to do would be Thunder 2003, though, because I've never done a series on that, even though it's one of my favorite games. Anyway, guys, what is this? Oh, this is the Gatorade Duels. Alright, this is how we're going to determine our actual starting position in the... Well, no, because we won the poll, so we should be locked on the front row, although I don't know if that's in the game, but it's how it works in real life. But anyway, we're going to run the race anyway, because we need to. Our first real skirmish with other Cup drivers. No graphics errors. Hopefully not going to have anything go wrong on that front, for sure. Alright, so do we have teammates in this race? Bobby Labonte is in this race. I don't think Stewart is in this one, because I think he was better than that. No, he is in this one too. Stewart's here. Is Leffler in this? If he is, then our whole... Oh, this is the whole lineup. Duh, I'm an idiot. This isn't the lineup for our specific duel. I was gonna say, what? Why is this going on for so long? It should only be like 20 cars. Anyway. Me being dumb. Alright, I'm gonna pull in front of Labonte here. We actually got a little bit of a jump here, which is probably gonna come back to bite us as soon as we hit 4th gear. But we'll see. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to pull out here to pick up Labonte, because otherwise I'm going to get run over. We can get Labonte. So Bobby's the only one in this race with us. So, can I get you to work with me? No. Can I get you to follow me? Yes. Okay, cool. Then you You stay right on my bumper then. That'll help me a lot. Yeah, come on up here and work with me, dude. Now he wants... Oh, gosh. I got into the back of... Oh, no! Why did I look away? Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, that was bad. I got in the back of Carl, and then I was sliding. I was like, no, but I caught it, and then I freaking look away, and I drive into the wall like a moron. After that amazing save. Is NASCAR 5 gonna have a modern texture pack? No, it's not. I was basically just referring to the fact that I'll be playing a different version of it because I have to start over anyway. So, but that'll be a ways off. That'll be a ways off. As far as NASCAR Racing 2003, I talked about this on other streams and stuff. I'm not a fan of it, even though it's considered like the best NASCAR game of all time. It's just too much of a sim for me. And just, I don't really, the controls just don't really work for me. I don't like them. I don't like how the starts are handled and all that stuff. It all just kind of irks me, and I just don't have as much fun with it as other people seem to. I do own the game, but I don't imagine ever doing videos of it, to be honest. I imagine it's probably better with like a steering wheel setup or something, but I don't have that, so. We'll start on a high difficulty. Oh, of 2003. Yeah, it's pretty challenging, even on low difficulty at the beginning, to be honest. Alright, am I going to catch these guys without help? I don't know. If I can get a little closer, I think I could pull a draft off of Bobby. Alright, he is trying to work with me, though, because he's running my line to help me get a little draft here, so that's helpful. Just a little bit close. Now, yeah, we're starting to sniff the draft a bit. That's good. Gain a little momentum on him. We should start to pull back up to him. Come on. Inching back up. Here we go. Alright, so let's share a draft. I don't know why he's set to neutral. I thought when you became teammates with somebody, they instantly liked you, but apparently Bobby does not instantly like me. Alright, I need to give him a little bump draft. Dang, can't get anything going here. I was wanting to work with him, but he's not really making a move here. Unless he's going to go out to the outside. Well, that could work, I guess. Come on. Go, 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 go. Ah, can't do it, dude. Just can't hang with you. Alright. Oh! Oh, God. Well, we saved it, but, whoops, sorry, Jeff. But, we just threw away our chances of winning this Gatorade duel, that's for sure. I guess we'll find out now if, that did lock our position into the pole or not. Dang. That was a great save, but costly mistake. Oh. Did I skip your question? Wait, how did they get bogged down or something with each other? How did I catch right back up to these guys? This is awesome. Alright, well, let's try to make a run up through here. Because somehow they got messed up and got slowed down, I think. I think I might get second here. Ah. Wow. That was awesome. That was a great little run up through there with them. But, we are not going to catch Kurt. That is for sure. What is your question? Oh, if Jesse gets here and he wants to, Mario Kart 8. I doubt it. If Justin gets here, he probably wants to do Starbound, which is why I was prepping for it. If it's win in 2 seasons, ouch. That's pretty rough. I used to have a tricky way that I could always win the first race of career modes in Thunder 2003 at Daytona, and then I would get enough money that I could upgrade. So basically, there was a way that you could finagle the gears to make yourself super fast, and I used to be able to use that to get an easy first win at Daytona. But I don't even know if it works on the Xbox version or the PS2 version. I did it on the GameCube version, which somehow seems like it runs a little differently than when I compare it to the others. But anyway, did I keep my pole spot or did they move me back? Let's see. We're about to find out. Ah, they did freeze the front row. Perfect. So even though we finished second, we still get to start on the pole. Perfect. So actually, I am going to mess with the setup a little bit, I think, because I felt pretty tight there at times. I was having trouble keeping it down on the yellow line. So let's do this, I guess. Just half. Maybe, no, let's do 1. Alright, we're not going to mess with that or that. We're going to go on with this. On to the next event. Daytona is one of the good things about Florida. It was an awesome experience getting to see those races. Okay, now it's on to the actual truck race at Daytona. We'll see how that goes for us. Hopefully, we'll continue our winning ways. Yeah, that's true. It is, yeah. Starting on higher difficulty is definitely really hard. It's really difficult. Alright. So I had to make sure that Shigeaki Hattori, my teammate, finishes up front with me as well. At the very least ahead of Ron Hoare today. Alright. Already jumped out in front of these guys, but as we found out, jumping out doesn't necessarily mean a good thing, because once I hit 4th gear, they're probably going to come running right back at me here. Oh my gosh. Everyone. Alright. Here's my teammate, Hattori. Ah, oh god. Oh god. That was close. Bill Lester breathing down my neck. Causes me lots of problems in my LP of this. Alright. I actually just explained that a little while ago. I said he hasn't spoken to me about it at all today, so therefore I'm going to say 0 chance. But if he did randomly show up, I would be very surprised, but I suppose there is a slim possibility of him doing that. But given that he hasn't actually spoken to me about it, actually hasn't spoken to me at all today, period, so I'm going to assume no. Alright, so we're way out in front here, me and my teammate. So why don't I actually, for the first time, switch back to another teammate. Whoops. Let's see if we can help Chaffin. Because he is deep in the field. Holy crap. Let's see if we can help Chad Chaffin out a bit. He does, in fact, speak to me once in a while. You know, we are friends, and we do talk on various things. Oh, God. Well, that just happened. Oh my gosh, that's the worst thing. That 120 cost him air, didn't he? Alright, well. I don't think I'm going to be able to get chaff in too many spots here because I'm going to want to switch back to my truck here in a minute. I'll try to gain as many spots as I can, though. I did say Chaffin, first of all. Hey, Chad Chaffin. And I didn't crash him. That guy freaking flipped out in front of me. I mean, I may have made some contact with him, but he should have hung on to it. All my fault. I know, right? It's shocking to imagine that we might be friends, but it's true. Man, these guys are just throwing some crazy blocks on here. That's what I'm riding under the yellow line, guys, because I'm a rebel. All right. I'll go one more lap here to try to get Chaffin into the top 10, but then I'm going back to my truck because I don't even think I'm second anymore. Or if I am, I'm just barely hanging on to it because Hattori's pulling away. There's no black flag in this, so I don't even care about going under that yellow line. Frick the rules, right? As long as I can hang on to it, we'll just do what we can. Oh yeah, our truck is losing some spots up there. Matter of fact, I'm fixing to pass myself here. This isn't good. Alright. Whoa. Chaffin, you're on your own. Gotta get back into the groove here. Could end up throwing this race here or on the ball. I don't really want to work with you, but you're kind of in the way. Alright, there we go. Slice and dice our way back up here. Oh man, they got squirrely back there. Did you see that line just fell apart? And we're just gonna clear all these guys. Try to pull ourselves back up to our teammate, Shigeaki Hattori, who has led the whole race thanks to us. Did I run him over? Wow. Yeah. JJ fan, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Picked a good night and show up. Doing some NASCAR tonight. Yeah, well, it's true. Justin definitely wants to get in on my obvious fame as a YouTuber because, you know, I'm practically the next PewDiePie at this point, you know. People are going to be screaming my name. I'm going to not be able to walk down the street. It's going to be pretty crazy. Alright, I'm going to wait until the last lap here to make a move. I'm going to make sure that we're pretty safe as far as everything goes. Going for the slingshot. Are we gonna clear him? We are. Question is he gonna... Oh, I pushed a little. He made a dive on us. Gotta keep the block on him. Oh. Weaving back and forth trying to get us. Not gonna be enough, buddy. Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner. Alright, cool. Burn it down. Alright. A race full of soccer moms. Yeah, soccer moms like AJ Styles. Ace is probably the only person in chat who will get that joke. Racing in his car there. Wow. All those Porsches though. But yeah. Rethinking those choices though. For sure. Alright. Did we really only lead the last lap? We did. That's pretty fantastic. Where did Chaffin end up? 13th. Oh well, we tried. But all that really mattered was that us and Hattori did well because that was our challenge. NASCAR X Jinkies. Well, it's probably not something that is good live stream chat discussion, regardless anyway, discussing your family's wealth or lack thereof. It's a pretty private topic of conversation. Yeah, sure, whatever. Sure, the draft, I know. You know what, Smurf you Acecraft Moneymaker games too. We're just gonna combine him with Ace. Yeah, big win. Fan support's up. Gosh, you tell me the same stuff all the time. I really don't care. Alright, cool. Moving on. We have the Daytona Nationwide race. That's ironic, Mr. McBlam. I literally had pizza for dinner. Good old Papa John's. Oh, Mikey. Alright. If you can finish ahead of all your teammates, I'll make sure you get 10,000 fans. Okay. But I'm starting last. Ooh, I forgot I had to skip qualifying. That's gonna be a challenge. Well, we need to get up to speed here pretty quickly so that we don't get hung out to dry. Lose the draft. That would be a pretty terrible way to start. Alright, well, we're guaranteed to have some people behind us now, so that's good. Whoa, 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 careful. These guys are getting so score. Oh, okay. That was almost a big deal. He, like, brake checked me. Oh, that was almost big. Okay. So we're not going to be able to worry about helping our teammates because our challenge is to beat all of them, and since we're starting in the back, that's going to be harder than I would like it to be. We need to get up to speed here quick. What is happening? Come on, car. Let's go. I'll pull a draft off Casey Kane here. Alright. There we go. Now we're up to speed. That beginning was so bad for us. We lost so much time because of that mess. It was almost big for us. That would have destroyed our car. Although, admittedly, that doesn't have quite the repercussions of our LP when we crash and that, but still, I would have considered it big. I just bumped that guy a little bit. Oh! I'm about to go down here to get away from Kyle Busch. He's driving like a crazy man. Says the guy who's driving on the apron. Okay. We have a long way to go and a short time to get there. God. I'm gonna start singing Eastbound and Down now. This isn't the time. Sorry, teammate. Need to side draft you there a little bit. Car is very wibbly wobbly. Not quite timey-wimey. Eh. Are you guys still arguing about cars or something? I don't know what's happening. Oh. Every time I dip down there on that under the yellow line, it gets dangerous. Alright, so we're on lap 4. We're up to 16th. Still pull this off. Oh, look at us weave in and out of these guys. Oh! Erickson with the block that's going to run me down onto the apron. I need to get back up. There we go. Alright. Come on. JJ a little bit just to get past him anyway. Crocker, former teammate in that other series. Yeah, man, Dover is insane. Just barely touch it and you spin out of control entirely. It's pretty crazy. Alright. And we're definitely carving our way up through the field here. Yeah, Atlanta's pretty bad too. I don't know. I'm terrible at Dover in general though. I have the worst luck with that place. Atlanta, you can usually run good at as long as I avoid touching that apron, but Dover, I'm just garbage at in general. Alright. A little slower going as we make our way up into the top 5, but we're still here. We're still in with a chance. Actually, better than a chance, I would say. We seem destined to win this race, which is great. Oh, the car just took off. Juniors took off too, right in front of me. Dive under him. We both hit the wall and kept going. I'm going to work with Shane Meal here a bit. Try to get away from these guys. Riding really high though. It's higher than I would actually like to be, so I'm gonna try to make a pass on him here. Not gonna happen, okay. Well, let's go back to working together then. Didn't quite have the run I needed there because I had to hesitate. Yeah, that's not gonna happen at all, Taco. I'm not gonna make it a count on some Have a Hotel wannabe. Try to make a stream out of that. No thank you. Yeah, I do like to call other people crazy while I'm also doing crazy things, though. It's something that I do relatively often. If you don't know Have a Hotel, you are way too new to this world. You try to go to your outside, Shane Meal. What do you think about that? You don't care at all. You're like, frick that. Can't pass me on the outside. Yeah, well, what if I draft up and slingshot past you? Aha! Take that. Sucker face. Okay. He's getting a run on us. Oh, he hit the wall. He drove it in too hard. He hit the wall. We're gonna pull away coming to the line. Another W. Nice. Well, that was interesting. We started 43rd and finished first. Legend difficulty, huh? Yeah, I don't foresee ever playing Counter-Strike on stream just because I'm absolutely terrible at it and it makes me sad. You're definitely not the same age. Not in any parallel universe you can imagine. Alright. So that was interesting. Let's look at that stat again. 43rd to 1st. Chainmail led that whole race and we took it away from him, but you gotta do what you gotta do. 522 hours. Ouch. That is a lot of time to put into that. The only game I have that kind of time into is probably Minecraft, although it's way more than that. Probably something like 2,000 hours plus. Why so many phone calls all the time? Good job. Thanks. Jeff Gordon wants a showdown. Great. Charity event. Don't care. Not feeling charitable. Heroes. Swell. Wonderful. Don't care. Alright. Finally, it is time for the cup race. So, yeah. Here we go. The Daytona 500 itself. Right. 2005 phones. Yeah, I don't know why you have full damage, Mr. McBlam. That is just pain and suffering and sadness. And I know I'm Kyle Busch. I'm winning in every series. Every series. Ugh. I tried to say serious and said serious. Every series. Alright, anyway. Right. Let's race. So if we're safely out in front, as long as nothing goes wrong here at the beginning, then I might jump back to my teammates to help them out, but we'll see how it goes. And we're doing this exact same thing where we jump way out and then they're gonna catch up with us real fast. It keeps happening. Jimmy, no. Jimmy, don't. Jimmy, why? No. Oh, crap. Alright. Don't want to make contact. Oh, yeah. We slotted it in there. Whew. He's pushing. Oh, God. Car took up off the track. How did we get away with that? Holy crap. Not sure how we got away with that right there. That was insane, actually. But we did, and I'll take it. Somehow, some way. Jimmy's trying to make another run. Yeah. Honestly, legend difficulty, when you have a top tier team, it's not as hard as you would think. Challenging at times maybe, but not actually difficult. Which I guess is good, right? I mean, but I guess I felt like it would be a little harder to win right off the bat, but okay. We'll take it. I'm actually, I think, going to... Whoa, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That enabled him to catch right up to us. Just blocking like crazy. But I want to go back and get Leffler because I know he's the furthest back of our teammates. Try to bring him to the front here. Just want to make sure we get up off this corner here, okay. Oh, he is right on top of us. There we go. Alright. If we can help Leffler out. Rest in peace, dude. But let's, can't get this car to the front. Okay. You know what? I should not have done that. That was on me. Let's not discuss spoilers for Stranger Things because I know that some people in chat probably haven't seen it, so let's not do that. Just because I've seen it doesn't mean that you can spoil it for everybody else in chat. Feel free to send me a DM on Twitter if you would like to discuss it though, because yes, I have seen it. And it would be cool to discuss things related to the plot. Alright, I don't know if I can help Leffler now. And I don't want my car to fall out of the lead, although so far it's at the front still, but... Alright, dude, see you later. Have a good one. Hopefully we get to see you at another stream again soon. When the sun exploded. Yeah, dude, that was quite the episode. Yeah, I don't know if there's much I can do. I mean, I might be able to get some spots for him still, but we are running a little low on laps. Suppose I owe it to him after what I did. Freaking heck, man. I'm just making a mess of things right now. Yeah. Oh, another caution. Crap. I didn't actually get to see what it was, but alright, we're gonna have to switch probably because the laps are winding down. Yeah, we can wait a little bit. It's not as late in the race as I thought it was, so it's okay, I guess. No. You forget too that this is going to go up on YouTube, which means you could end up spoiling it for other people too. We're not discussing it in a live stream chat room. If you want to discuss it, send me a DM on Twitter where nobody else can see it. We'll ban you from my chat room if you don't start considering others. Anyway. My car is still winning, so that's good. Ooh. Oh, dangerous, dangerous. This car is so loose compared to mine. Holy cow. If I get down there on that apron, it just goes crazy. Alright, how far do I want to stretch this? That's probably far enough. I've caused another caution. Oh, God. Yeah, this car is just, I don't know, I'm making mistakes, but it's so snappy loose, whatever, it just snaps around on me. I hate it. I've gained him some spots. That's about the best that's going to happen, I think. Get him up to speed here. Okay. Whoa. Whew. I took control of that and jumped sideways on it, and Jimmy almost got me there. Alright. Everybody else can take care of themselves back there for now. I'm going to ride this out and make sure we win. Yeah, that's not true at all, Taco. I would definitely ban you for that. Oh, God. Oh, he rode up fast on me there. We made some contact, too. Oh, I should not have looked over at chat. Ooh. Oh, there's my teammate Tony Stewart up in the picture all of a sudden. Hey, buddy. Up in the mix. Of course, Kevin Harvick, Mr. Where Did He Come From? He's right up here with us, too. I pull out a little bit, and then they catch right back up. I like that, though. It makes it where it's not a runaway, but it's definitely going to make these last few laps interesting, I think. Let's see if we can pull Tony up to us. That'd be cool. Oh, Harvick's going to throw the block to keep second. Alright. Oh. Oh. Let's pull Stewart up with us here. Can. Harvick's not really liking that high side very much. Try. Oh, I'm gonna have to block the low line here. Oh, that messed Tony up. He got blocked there pretty heavily. There's much I can do for him on that front. That also got Harvick squirrely when Kurt got underneath him. All of a sudden, Kurt's back up here. And Jimmy Johnson behind him. Jimmy's not done yet. Oh. Whew. Guys are making it tense. Well, nobody's actually... Well, okay. Colin Red did once, and then the rest of the time he just threatens to. He spoiled it once. Or was it Adam that spoiled it once? One of you guys spoiled it once and then apologized. One time I'm not going to ban somebody ever. You, on the other hand, Taco, you annoy me all the time, so you're always on the verge of getting banned. I don't hate you, though. I just get annoyed by you. It's fine. There's a difference. Cobalt with that timely dang it Taco, always. You're right. I just noticed that, JJ. Why does it say I'm in 14th? I'm clearly the leader because it says I'm ahead by a tenth of a second. Wait, what? I'm gonna let Kurt pass me here briefly and see if it goes down again. It's risky. No, now it says second. Okay. Interesting. Now I have to get back by Kurt. Oh. And Jimmy's gonna be looking low. That was risky, but I had to see if it was gonna fix itself. Oh, there we go. Now it says first. That was a risky thing to do to give up the lead, but I kind of knew that Jimmy was going to be coming in strong there, and I was able to get a good draft off of him from behind. But careful. Yeah. Jimmy's going to be the guy I'm going to have to fight here. Well, Newman's all of a sudden up here now, too, which is interesting, because he hasn't been up here all day. Alright. Pulling out a little bit. That's a little scary because every time I do that, they seem to come raging right back at me here. Yep. He's gonna try to do a crossover on me. I was smart. I didn't move all the way up. I left myself in the middle of those two lanes. Killed his momentum. Oof, my car's a little pushy there. He's gonna have one more shot at this, which he almost got away with. Oh, throw the block, throw it up there. Yeah! Daytona 500. Frick, virtual Ryan Newman. That's right, I remember you were having troubles with him. Oh man. What are my highlights here? The other highlight gonna be pretty terrible camera angle of me winning the race. Nice. Alright, how many laps did we lead? All 16 laps. That is what I'm talking about. Now, where are my teammates? Labonte 6th, Stewart 8th, Leffler 18th. Well, he gained some from us helping him, so that's something, I guess. Alright, anyway. Let's move on. Oh man, here's Bobby with us, hanging out. So now we should have better sponsor options. So we might actually have a sponsor for our cup car. That'd be cool. Jamie wants a showdown too. Everybody just wants a piece of me. Wow, Taco, chill, dude. Chill. What were you just saying to Ace earlier? Don't get offended so easily. It's just a joke. Oh. Alright, cool. This is a showdown and a charity event. Both I could do without, to be honest. We'll probably do the showdown though with Jeff Gordon. But let's go ahead and look, make sure there's no points glitches going on. Okay, so we have the points lead in Cup, points lead in Wheelin' Modifieds, points lead in Trucks, points lead in Nationwide. So far, no points glitches like we've seen in our LP where people get 500 points for no reason. So that's good. Let's look at our sponsor options now. See, that's the same thing. For me, that's random crap that I say. So. Yeah, basically. That's what always happens, to be honest. It always ends up ending up like that. They're still only giving me Food Lion. One sponsor to choose from, and it's Food Lion. I don't want to commit to a year of Food Lion. I mean, I could probably make an okay paint scheme out of it, but it's Food Lion. I'll go one more race without it and see if that changes, because frick me, I don't want to have that. Alright. Let's go. So our status so far. Off to a pretty good start. I'll take it. Alright, let's go ahead and do that showdown, I guess. We'll skip the charity event. Yeah, I would rather there not be arguments, honestly. Oh. Okay. Well, see you later, Taco. Glad you hung out and argued with me, as usual. At least you don't have to shop there. Oh, God, yeah. Alright. Let's do this. This is the Daytona Boulevard race, which is a track made out of streets. One area of this actually, I mean, I guess it's all supposed to be legit, but one area of this actually does look right. Oh, Jeff Gordon ramming into me. Oh, I saved it. There's one area of this that actually is super legit. I mean, I guess all of it is. Like, right now we're like under the racetrack, which I guess is a thing, but it's up here once you get out onto the highway part. Like right here, this is legit, like what you would see outside the track, and then here as you go up onto the interstate and all that. It's really cool because I've obviously driven this part in real life, so that was neat to see. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. They did a good job with that. Then as it like connects and goes around, I feel like this part was just added on to basically make it a track, but I could be wrong. That one first part definitely is a legit thing, so that's neat. You do escalate it for sure. You know, you could just not. Because... Whoa. That was weird. Just had to itch my nose and I guess... Oh god, what am I doing? I did it again almost as if to... Oh, ow. Okay, well, that happened. Almost as if to illustrate my point, and then I messed up even further. It's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, there are, I don't start it though. I guess it's not legit usually. Or if the only time that I've ever legit thrown shade at you, you deserved it. Every other time, it's just a joke. It's what I do. Have you not seen how I talk to other people? Anyway. Yeah. Now my nose won't stop itching. Or, yeah, itching. Whatever. You know what I mean. Tickly nose. But yeah, there are lots of road courses in this game, actually. They make road courses out of several of the tracks that you don't expect. Plus, there's Watkins Glen and Sonoma, which are the regular road course tracks. Yeah, we're arguing about arguing because it's taco. The quotes. Alright. As long as they don't scratch my nose and drive off the track again, I think we should be alright. And I didn't, when I said you deserve it, I said the few times that I've been serious about throwing shade at you, you've deserved it. Because let's be honest about it, you even have to admit, you've been a jerk sometimes on purpose. And while you might say, oh, that was just a joke, that was just to be funny, thus, my usual remarks are just a joke to be funny. So we shouldn't either one of us take each other seriously, is what we should take away from this. But if we did that, then we would never argue, and you would never be happy, probably. Because you really seem to enjoy it, so... Who am I to deny you that? Alright. We pulled away from Jeff Gordon, and we won. Oh gosh. Would anybody in the chat care to remember any of the many times when you've insulted me, called me a liar? That was just last night, actually. But, I'm sure it was all in fun, so we're good. Anyway. Don't know why we're still discussing this, because I thought you were leaving, first of all, but there's no, it makes you sad. Well, then don't do it anymore. Ever think about that? uh, up for the Coke 600 next season. Maybe. Maybe. I would like to think so, but hard to say. That's a big commitment. Nice. Got our skill points from Jeff Gordon. Alright. Yeah, let's just go ahead and run this race at Martinsville in the modifieds. That should put us about at the 2-hour stream mark. Yeah, but you being having your feelings hurt from whatever thing that I said, calling me a liar, that makes me sad. That hurts my feelings, you know. I might think about that sometime. Just saying. I forgot to qualify. I just hit start race, so that's a thing that I did. Wait, is this the right thing? Or did I go to a charity event? I'm not sure. I'm confused now. Thought we skipped the charity event, actually. John T's had enough of your sass. Yeah, it's expensive. And time consuming. Oh, it was a long race. You know what, Taco? If you're gonna be seriously a drama queen about this, maybe you should just go ahead and go chill for the evening and stop being so disruptive to the whole experience here, because it takes the fun out of it when all I look over and see is just complaining and whining and everything like that. I'm trying to have a good time here, and if you're not enjoying yourself, then I'm sure there's things you could do that you would enjoy more. Anyway. Have I been to the Coke 600 before? No. But I've been to, or I should say I've watched it. I guess it doesn't feel as long when you're there, it's true. But just having watched it, it's like, it feels like an eternity sometimes. Alright. I cannot get past this guy. He's definitely putting on the blocks. That's right, get dumped. I'll take it. I don't even care. I feel like, I don't know why there's only 8 people in this race though. That's what's throwing me off. I feel like I went to the wrong thing, but whatever. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't really matter because we're winning. Whatever it is, we've won it here. Yeah, I had mixed experiences from my live races I've been to, because one was a rain delay, so it was like sitting around in the rain all freaking day, and then they ended up doing it the next day anyway, and it was just like, that felt like a mess. But then for other ones, it seemed to go by in a blink of an eye, so it's definitely a different experience depending on the atmosphere, I guess. Well, this guy's coming back, man. He wants revenge. He wants this win. I don't know who you are, dude, but back off. Alright, white flag in the air. Oh, I hit that curb. Luckily he wasn't ready to pounce on me for that. Oh, I pushed. Oh, he took a swipe at me, but he missed. Summer View. Oh, that was a charity event. Frick my life. I thought we skipped the charity event. Ray Evernham was the one trying to take me out. Frick that guy. I didn't even know he was in that. Alright. Well, we didn't really need to run this, but we did, so Whatever. Cool. Move on. Move on! Ugh. It wasn't you. Pretty sure it was what I said, but that's fine. So these were both charity events? Back-to-back charity events. That's really weird. Oh well. Anyway. Whoops. Skip all of the races. Okay, we got a couple of qualifyings to get out of the way here. Do I want to boost fan support? Heck no. Heck no. Oh, that's really cool. That's your plan. Definitely cool to get to go do all that stuff, see that up close in the pits and all. Garage. Alright, let's qualify. Well, if you listen to Taco, Real John does too, so. No, it's just that mini game that you have to play to try to win the fans, and if you mess it up, you actually end up losing fans. It's just not even worth it. I really despise that whole little mini game, and it's like, yeah, I can gain fans by just winning races, so I don't need it. Wait, did I not hit qualifying? I hit practice. I'm like, why is that guy pulling out on the track? Because, John, it was practice. Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure that my my hatred is better used elsewhere, to be honest. Like I said, I don't hate you. I just get annoyed by you. And lots of other people. So you're not alone. You might think that it's hatred, but you've clearly got no idea what it takes to make me hate somebody. Like, actually hate somebody. You're nowhere near that. Nobody is likely to be near that line, to be honest. Alright. Yeah. Okay, this car is a little bit on the old tight side there. Still fast enough to be holding down the first spot, though. I don't know, Taco. You do a lot of things that annoy me, to be honest. You're always on my case about stuff. You're always giving me a hard time about stuff. That would annoy anybody. We got the pole, that's all that matters. And I feel like you try a little too hard to be a troll. Because you want to be like Mikey. But for Mikey it comes naturally. So try a little less. A little less trolly. Might be good. Anyway. But no, don't change who you are just because it annoys me. Just don't get offended when I do get annoyed and fire back, because that's, yeah, that's part of it. Just accept that I'm a jerk sometimes, but that I don't mean harm. I mean, if you're not trying, then you are just similar then, I guess, but it comes off as more forced in my opinion. Just how it seemed, but anyway. Like I said, don't change who you are as a person. Because I'm always going to be me, and I'm always going to be a jerk sometimes. That's just what I do. Ask anybody. I'm also sliding way down in my chair. Alright. Qualify. Oh, I forgot to change the setup of my car when I said it was tight. Not this one, the other one. This one might be tight too, though. Yes, girl, I think it's fine. Lose my mind, boy. Let's have a good time. Whoa. Okay, we are not tight with this car. I actually feel a little on the free side. I could try lowering that air pressure now that we're not in Daytona anymore. Probably be a good idea to give ourselves a little more on the grip side. Yeah, we're definitely freer than we were in the Nationwide car. Call my name, call my name. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this car's very sliding, but it's okay. Stupid fast. I don't know what's going on. I really thought Legend difficulty, even with top tier equipment, would be hard, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Like I said, we might have to start skipping these qualifiers to give ourselves a challenge, but not going to do that yet. Let's lower that one. And yeah, I'm going to leave the rest of it the same, I think, and we'll just see. Wow, we got 38 flat, 38.000, and 38 is our lucky number. How crazy is that? Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, lean into the turns. Oh, or just like waving the controller around trying to turn sharper. I just find it like sometimes I like tilt my head a little and then I start to slide on the chair as the evening wears on. Alright, sure, I'll do this race right here. The California Nationwide race, and then I will probably call it an evening because that'll put us over the 2-hour mark, and since I don't think Justin's going to show up, I don't think I need to run super late tonight. Plus, I find that if I do a 3-hour stream all the time, I'm just always freaking tired. It just takes a lot out of me. Anyway, you jump like, come on, come on. We're just like flicking this even though it's not a Wii remote. You're trying to get him to jump. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. Alright, let's fix this car up a bit. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. And that should make this car pretty good. Even though it was already on the ball, but you know what I mean. Less tight. Oh, you physically stand up and jump. That'd be great for face cam for LP if you're jumping up and down all over the place. Doesn't PewDiePie record his LP standing up now? So that's a thing, I guess. And I think Nintendo Capri Sun does that as well. Actually, I think a lot of people are starting to do that for some reason. They're doing standing LPs so they can move around. Oh my gosh, freaking Denny Hamlin with the bump. Oh, I want to lead this first lap. Am I going to get it? Nope. Vickers led that first lap. Good for him. I'm going to clear him going into one. Man, my teammate comes up and bumps me right at the start. Causes me to not lead the first lap. But yeah, with virtual reality, I can understand it. Where am I? What are you talking about? This is California, if you're talking about the race. Uh, yes, KJ, I am indeed going to be getting the new NASCAR game. Hopefully when it comes out. I might be going for like a donation goal type of thing with it though, to try to help me be able to pre-order it or get it at release, because things are kind of tight right now. So if people could help with that, that would be good. But I haven't made that announcement yet because I'm not sure. We'll see. But it was recommended by some people that I do that, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm hoping to get it when it comes out. And my idea for that is to LP the career mode, but then maybe stream it a couple times to show off like just single races, and maybe do some like requests like this driver at this track, like I used to do with Inside Line back in the day. Yeah, I can't remember if it was ever the second race either. Maybe just in this game. I guess it probably was in 2005, or they wouldn't have put it that way, but it is kind of strange. It does seem a little early. Well, got a little deep there. Yeah, I didn't get any donations toward Overwatch. That's why I just said forget Overwatch, because nobody wants to donate. I got 0 donations for Overwatch. Nobody cared about Overwatch. And I would still love to play Overwatch, but I feel like at this point I would be so far behind every other person playing it that it would just be an atrocity. I would just get destroyed. So at this point I've just given up on Overwatch altogether. Even though I still love watching people play it, I don't think I'll ever play it at this point. You kind of got to get in on the ground floor games like that, or you're just left behind, and then the community gets real toxic towards new players after a while in games like that. So it just becomes a thing. I wasn't paying attention and I drove in way too high there. It's okay. We're dominating this race now that we got clear of those guys. At first it looked kind of tough, but I see the hype in it, and I enjoy watching it, but yeah. Like I say, viewers didn't feel the need to donate toward it, so that kind of told me that even if I enjoyed it and played it, probably wouldn't get very many views because nobody seemed to care. So either way, it's probably for the best, even though it's kind of sad. Dot, 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 dot. Why the dots, John T? What has you puzzled? Oh. A little too deep there. It's okay. Yeah, we're just running off and leaving them. I think I probably will start skipping the qualifying altogether for these races, except maybe the cup races. I don't know. I mean, I want to make sure I win all 4 series, but I also would like a little competition. And these legend difficulty guys aren't giving me competition. Oh. Well, that's okay. Silence is fine. You can just chill and watch, and you don't have to talk at all. There's actually, I know some people that just go on streams, they never talk in chat, but they just watch the stream without commenting on anything, just enjoying and chilling, and that's cool too. I assume you're asking John T to give him something to talk about, but if you're asking me, then the answer is blue. I suppose I could have tried to help my teammates, but eh. What's the point? I don't care about those guys. I just want to win all the races. Text you to say that they have nothing to say. I used to know people like that too. Back when people actually used to text me. Okay. Handling wasn't perfect on this car, but let's be honest about it. If it had been perfect, I'd be leading by like 10 seconds by now. It's crazy. I don't know. There's just no competition in this at all for me. Whoops. Okay, this is not good. We hung on to it. We got away with it. Well, see, the cool thing about approaching Nirvana is they support YouTubers and Twitch streamers. And basically they say as long as you give them credit on screen, that you can use their music without ever getting any copyright issues. So that's why most of my music is going to be from people I get permission to use their music without worrying about copyright strikes. Because as you know, I've had copyright issues. So I don't ever want to have another copyright issue. So yeah, there's more approaching Nirvana than anything, simply because they're really good to streamers and YouTubers. And there's a few other people mixed in that I know I can use, but for the most part, you have to be extremely careful. Extremely careful who... Oh, I was wanting to do the one where you pin it against the wall and you do like a smoky burnout. It's kind of sad that they didn't let you do that. Oh well, we'll do it here. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. You've never watched Dragon Ball Z? I haven't watched it in an extremely long time. But playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I've learned some things, and it also reminded me of things I hadn't thought about in forever. But, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Am I gonna follow the real life series in Heat Evolution? Oh, you mean like this race at this when the real life race runs, I run that race? Probably not, just because that would be committing to a schedule that I'm not sure I could keep. To be perfectly honest, I mean I could try, but yeah, probably not. Yeah, good job. I don't really care. Alright, so we have cup race and a showdown. But like I said, I've been streaming for 2 hours now. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to call it. What happened to it? Like everything else, I had to delay it while I've dealt with all this crap and falling behind and this and that going wrong, but it definitely will be coming back. I thought about doing it as a stream game, but there seem to be mixed opinions on whether people would want to see me play it on stream or not. So I'll probably just go back to doing it as an LP once I get things back going again. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if Justin showed up, I don't think I'd want to do anymore, because like I said, when I do streams that are like 3+ hours long, I always just feel like garbage after that. And then it's hard, it's like I'm super tired, but then I can't sleep because my mind's all racing and stuff. So this will give me time to chill out before I actually go to bed. So we're going to call it here, and I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching this NASCAR 06 stream. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And for those of you seeing it on YouTube, and wish that you had been here at the stream. I stream every single day, so come check it out. And one more of these for anybody that didn't see this earlier. I have my website up, johnplays.com. Cool place to check out the streams, and I'm going to be adding a lot of other cool things there as well. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Streamaday number 46, and yeah, who knows what we'll be doing. Bye.